The point here in these verses is clearly, don't let anyone defraud you. These are strong words, aren't they? Defraud? What do you mean? Cheat you? Yes, somebody's trying to cheat you. How might they do this? Self-abasement. Oh, look how humble I am. You know, I'm fasting 3 times a week or whatever. I've got some practice going that really is admirable and is controlling my body. Nothing wrong with fasting. Fasting is a good idea, even just to give your body a rest. Fine, fasting is fine. But these are systems of fasting which are ascetic, A-S-C-E-T-I-C, ascetic, they look good, worship of angels, fallen angels that is. There are holy angels, but what angels are there? So you have to discern. It sounds good, doesn't it? You know, I'm getting my visions from angels. Well, they're not. It's puffed up. They've had visions, but where are those coming from, those false visions? You can have a vision. Lots of people can have a vision. You can have indigestion and dream and think that's a vision. You know, all kinds of things. The true vision is wonderful. I like that. Isaiah 2 says that Isaiah had a vision. He saw the gospel. He saw the nations beating their swords and blood. That's a genuine vision. If you have a vision of the kingdom, you are understanding the kingdom. Paul says some astonishing things about his false religion that wound up having him try to kill Stephen. It's now become false. It was true. Of course, there was good Judaism and bad Judaism even then. At its worst, exactly what... You'd have to wait and ask Paul for the detail of that, I think, at the Messianic banquet. But he is renounced. He does say that everything I knew as a trained Pharisee, he was son of Gamaliel. He was trained at Yale and Harvard, right? He knew his stuff. All of that I count as filth, as garbage, because it takes you away from Christ. You're saying Christ is not sufficient, and I think this is something for us Unitarians to concentrate on. We're very much God Father-centered, that's natural. But Christ, he's going to go on to say, is the head of the body. So you better reflect the head. And the head is Christ, keeping the Sabbath and the holy days, fasting regularly, twice a week or whatever it was they were doing. But things to do with touching, don't touch, don't handle, don't taste, right? Those are obviously things that you would eat, presumably. There may be a sexual reference here. That would point to a celibacy, as in the Roman Catholic Church, now creating chaos. Now, I will say, we'll grant that Paul allowed the weak to come to the church, so you don't try to get in the face of people initially if they come with their hair down to their ankles. That's not good for a man, because it's a shame for a man to have long hair. But you don't start there. If he's getting the gospel clear, that's wonderful. But there comes a moment where somebody has to gently mentor him into a better view. Absolutely. Look at me, I'm a Sabbath keeper. You pay, and I say this in my soul. Looking back on our Sabbath keeping here, you pagans out there were keeping Sunday. Come on. We had the Sabbath. You see the pride there and the cost it was to our family life? It was just wrong. We didn't know God had mercy on us because of our ignorance, as Paul said. So some of the commandments of God in the Old Testament have become the commandments of men. It was Herbert Armstrong who devised the idea that we must keep the Sabbath. And vegetarianism, when it's enforced, is obviously wrong. However, Paul says those people are weak. Let them make up their minds. So you can argue on two sides of this. If you've got a weak person keeping the days and the vegetarianism, don't pounce on them. Allow them to come in, and gradually then